Let's move on now. A couple who met on a Muslim dating site have been convicted of planning an IS-inspired terror attack on the UK in the run-up to Christmas 2016. Munir Mohammed had amassed bomb-making components with the help of his pharmacist girlfriend, Rowaida El Hassan. They were also considering a poison attack, and police say Mohammed posed a risk to the food factory where he was working, making sauces for supermarket ready meals. Our Home Affairs correspondent, June Kelly, has the story.
This is a story which stretches to the streets of Sudan. The couple now convicted both had roots here, but they linked up thousands of miles away in the UK. Munir Mohammed entered Britain illegally and then sought asylum. A couple of years later, although married, he went on a Muslim dating site and found his partner in crime. On his profile on singlemuslim.com, he wrote, "Think deep about your end and the day after." He was attracted to Rowaida El Hassan because she was a pharmacist. He needed her scientific know-how to mount a terror attack. The court heard how they became bound by an emotional attachment, and they were both wedded to an extremist ideology. They began sharing IS execution videos. She implored him, "Send some more." This divorced mother of two is from a well-known Sudanese family.
A highly regarded family, well-established family, known to anyone, and it's a family where you can't find any excuse or a reason for one of their daughters or granddaughters to be involved in anything relating to terrorism.
Together, the couple plotted a terror outrage in the UK in the run-up to Christmas 2016. Munir Mohammed would carry it out. He was living in a bedsit in Derby. Described as a bedroom jihadi, here, over the internet, he took instructions from a man believed to be an IS commander and told him, "I'm ready." A fortnight before Christmas, the police moved in on him. His girlfriend, Rowaida El Hassan, was arrested in London, where she lived. Munir Mohammed had been picked up on CCTV in Asda. He was shopping for everyday items containing chemicals he needed for his bomb, all the time being guided over the phone by his girlfriend using her pharmacy experience. In his bedsit, officers found 2 of the 3 components of the explosive TATP, known as Mother of Satan. He'd also amassed bomb-making manuals and instructions in how to use mobile phone detonators and the poison ricin. His IS commander had posted an instruction on Facebook which read, "Place poison in food like fruit and vegetables in markets, or inject poison in drinks and foods that are prohibited in Islam." At that time, Munir Mohammed was working here at MEKEI Foods in Burton-on-Trent. He was in the kitchens making sauces for ready meals that are sold in Tesco and Morrison's. Using fake ID with someone else's name, he got the job through the GI recruitment company. Munir Mohammed was planning a bomb attack. There was no evidence he ever had any poison. But detectives say that because of his interest in ricin and his support for IS, he did pose a threat to this factory.
It certainly was a risk. Had that food company known, had we known of his interest in ricin and his link to that food company, we would have taken steps to protect the public and to prevent him from continuing that employment there.
MEKEI Foods, a global brand, turned down our interview request. The GI recruitment company, which gave Mohammed the job here, said, "We commissioned an independent review which concluded that our candidate vetting procedures are rigorous and exceed Home Office guidelines regarding right-to-work checks for both UK and non-UK nationals." They had no idea the man they recruited was also a recruit to IS. With Rowaida El Hassan, Munir Mohammed formed a deadly partnership. But the security service MI5 and the police thwarted this couple's plan to cause carnage on the streets of the UK. June Kelly, BBC News.
Well, our correspondent Jeremy Ball is in Derby for us today. Jeremy, this couple lived in the area where you are. What are local people saying?
Well, real shock here on Leopold Street. I've spoken to a number of neighbours, Clive, of Munir Mohammed's, who are just horrified. One man made the point that he was making this powerful explosive, and what would have happened if something had gone wrong? I think it's clear too, though, that people didn't suspect him. He was doing all this in the privacy of his bedsit here. He was studying English at Derby College, where they told me no one had any concerns at all. I've spoken to a couple of colleagues of his at local factories who say, he came across as quiet, as normal, as hard-working. He even gave people lifts home. The local police commander here in Derby, though, Chief Superintendent Jim Allen, says, look, this was clearly a very serious plot, and he makes the point that here on Leopold Street, we're just a few minutes walk from the main shopping centre in Derby, and that's just precisely the kind of place that terrorists tend to target.
OK, Jeremy, thank you. Jeremy Ball there live in Derby.